Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The friend in you, BQ는 Park is here. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 제 방송에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 그럼 파이널 판타지 16 이어서 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 부가 임무 제가 놓친 거 없죠?
How are you doing? Quick look. Think you can help?
와,
Oh, I wasn't expecting. Best of luck out there, Sid.
그래요. 저는 다 음악 쓰는데 쓰고 있는 것 같아서 음악 사는데.
Tell me you saw.
그럼 가볼까요? 어. 뭐야, 그냥 걸어가야 돼? 그래요.
The free cities under sea?
슈퍼가 불러봤자 안 빠르잖아. Hey, I'm Brosier. 모션이랑 속도랑 안 맞는 것 같아, 진짜.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
불 꺼! 저거 살아남으면 다른 기술 써볼까? 뭐, 안 죽었어? 그래요. 또 있어? 많기도 하지. 그래요. 이번에 좀 제대로 근접전 전투 사용을 해볼까? 들어와, 가까이, 가까이 와. 가까이 와, 이것들아. 공격할 거 아니에요? 안 해요? 대로로 가는 게 나을까? 아니면 새끼로 가는 게 나을까? 어디가 더 적이 많지? 경험치를 더 얻고 싶은데. 그럼 들어가 보죠. 뭐야? 아, 나 맞은 거야 방금 판정이? Mesmerize, 어? 최매술사야? 아무래도 넘어갈 수 있을 것 같아 생겼는데 나 몬스터 밟고 뛰는 것도 스킬 찍어놨잖아. 안 되나봐. 아쉬워라. 새. 일로 와.
Very well.
음. 뭐 아이템 몇 개 놓치고 온 것 같긴 한데. 저건 무슨 아이템이냐? 사막 장미. 음.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
음. 부가 인물들이 생겼군요. 그러면은
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
그래요.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
그게 어딘데? 가봅시다. 뭐라 그래? 뛰어내릴 수 있나 여기서? 돌아가야 되나? 그래요. 저기 다시 갑시다. 길을 잘못 들었네요. 네.
This must have been a nice place once.
다 모여, 다. 다 모였니? Feral, huh? You went feral? So what? 눈을 뜰 수가 없다. 눈을 안 뜨고 하면 되잖아. 아파. 일로와, 일로와. 네, 이 간지러, 씨.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
Mhm. What? Do you need any further assistance?
Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you'll give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
수학과 난다.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
그쵸?
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
음. 하고 났어. 다음 퀘스트 하러 가죠. 어제 또 뭐 할 말 있어?
Clive,
You wanted to talk?
the man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
음. 자, 그러면은 다음 임무를 하러 갑시다.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Yeah.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
음. 어딘데? 아. 딱딱아, 씨. 나는 진짜.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Greetings.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all.
내가 가야겠구만 또.
Monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
멀다. 일로 와. 갑시다. 버그. 벌레형 골렘이라고 하면 되니? 음흠. 그래요. 나자.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
그 바로 왔는데 늦을 수 있단 말이야? 걔들 얼마나 빨리 갔는데?
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
뭐야, 걔도 저거였어? 비켜.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is not.
그냥 용병을 고용하... 그래요.
Case that needs to be put down.
아파. 비전투는 들고 와서 전투라 그래요. 전투는 이렇다고 해도 주인한테 부탁하지 그냥. 내가 생각했던 것보다 이제 저렇게 높지 않아, 강하지 않았구나. 됐어요? 아우 따가 씨.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
에휴, 계획 적구만 떠나가 동료들에게 묵념을.
Is it over?
This is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans.
그때가 복수를
Even
완수했음에
the Lost Wing, freeing
찬사를
the
보냅니다.
from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I
복수 안 하고도 나왔을 거예요. 그래도 계획을 좀 더 세웠어야지. 너무 무모한 돌격이었으면 인정해요.
Mr. Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lost Wing. It's been flooded.
What?
아이고야.
Lost Wing. My Lost Wing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there. Then we finish this quickly.
더 없어? 아,
Well, well.
네, 포션 감사요. 됐나요? 빠빠빠빰. 빠람 빰빠람.
I need to find Quentin.
음.
Quentin. Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I
복수 진짜로 제대로 해본 적 없지 너는.
have left to live for.
이건 계획을 잘못해서 복수하면서 모든 걸 다 소모했기 때문에 허망한 거지.
Try telling me you're only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you.
복수 성공 정도에 따라서 그 보상감이라든지 해방감 뭐 그런 거 엄청나요.
But I prayed and I prayed and I did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost. But it seems your people aren't.
전부 다 잃어버린 건 아니에요.
To guide them.
But why?
확실히 그렇지요.
After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
와인 숙성은 몇 년 동안 한다고 하지 않았나? 뭐 어때?
just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Why not?
No burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
그래요.
Back to Eastpool then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
또야? 여기 그때 병사들 있지 않았?
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences.
진짜 위력이 별로야 이거.
That's the end of that then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to.
뭐야? 아, 나 왜 이러지? 어우, 약을 먹었는데도 왜 이래? 뭔가 단단히 탈이 났구나 내가 지금.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashak in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived.
Oh my dear, my freaking freak. My body.
Send to Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Yep.
Ah, Sir Wade told. What's all this about? Some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Ray. Rest in peace, my dear. 좋아요. 그러면은
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
뭐가 나왔네, 몬스터가.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again.
영웅의 양은 또 뭐야? 내가 저런 걸 왜 먹어야 되는데? 이게 위쳐 게임이라면 내가 적극적으로 수용했겠지만 로스트윙? 아카시아를 변했다. 흑기사가 숨어있다. 아까 거기? 여기? 어디 있는데? 와인통으로 통해서 저쪽으로 가봐야 되나? 기사가 숨어 있다고? 나 이 위층 한 번도 안 올라와 봤었는데. 이렇게 이어져 있었구나. 어. 역사라. 역사를 새긴다 쪽이 저거 어떻게 해석해야 되지? 아우 씨, 진짜 아우 쓰라려 씨. 왜 이러니 망할 몸뚱아리야. 이쪽 쭉 둘러보고 안 되면은 나는 와인통으로 또 따라가 봐야겠구만. 거기에도 없으면 가서 다시 읽어봐야지. 와, 아파. 와, 눈물 나올 것 같아. 아, 아. 음. 벌써 차리고. 여기로 한번 가볼까, 그러면? 여기 문이 안 열리지 않았었나? 이제 열려? 안 되네. 부숴라. 어디로 가야 될까? 올라갔다 내려갔으면 됐을걸. 감지할 수 있는 능력 없어요? 탐지개라던가 뭐 그런 거? 너 오늘, 오, 빠른데, 애들 움직임이. 어. 여기 아닌 것 같은데? 에테르 그게 없는데? 야, 여기 맞네. 아카시아가 됐다고 하더니만, 안 된 애들이었나 보구나. The cassock, huh? Acacia? Acacia? 어이구야. Look at that. Wow. 아, 집중이 안 돼. 세 번까지 하는구나. 처음 알았네. 뭘 적어내는데? 자. 빠빠빠빠빠라빠빠라.
Your work here is done.
자, 그러면은 자, 끝이야? 쿠션에 사러 갈까? 돌아와서 다시 한번 보고
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
그거 없고요. 앞으로 살 수 있는 거 있으려나? 아따, 씨.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
그래요.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me,
뭐 무기상에 원래 그런 거 아니?
gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the Mother Crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint Gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hardaway proper.
뭐 정보는 진실이었다며.
Rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to. Still up?
아이씨.
Yeah? That great lump. No. Go on then.
여기 학번 다 샀었구나, 그러고 보니까. 뭐야, 이게.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
아. 뭐야, 편지가 왔네요. 편지 받으러 가볼까요, 그럼?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy silk stained red.
그러면은 가봅시다.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Huh?
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast.
Ah.
Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
네. 오크라. 와. (20밖에 안 돼, 레벨이? 뭐야, 이거? 와우. 편리해서 좋구만. 아, 딱 쓰라리고 환장하겠다. 죽여 임마. 아유. 진짜 최근 왜 이래? 뒤로 걸으면 피해진다 저거. 그거 맞지 마 임마. 뭐야 이거 중에 캔슬할 수도 있구나. 몰랐네. 충분히 못 때렸는데 그거 캔슬해버렸구나 내가 지금. 하. 시간 겁나 끄네 진짜. 그래요. 뛰어 슬슬. 저거 오소리 같다 해. 좀 기다려볼까요? 파이어가 풀차 끝날 때까지? 됐니? 미쳤냐? 그거 한 마리에서 저걸 쓴 거야? 아우 진짜 멍청한 놈. 내가 보기도 박여 쓰지 저걸. 아우. 됐어요? Open Sesame. 그냥 군견이라고 하면 되지 않을까? 어우씨. 뭐야 이게? 저게 닿는다고? 발생 안 해. 자, 그러면 풍선도 없니? 네, 감사합니다. 열려주세요.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
와우. 아, 차 너무 일찍. 아이고, 완벽하게 피하셨군요.
There may still be survivors inside.
뭐가 저기로 자판 여기서 나온 건가? 아.
Where are they? These creatures. These Optimus reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here? Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me.
아, 인간이에요?
Unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harkonnen,
슬레이픈이래야 너는 또?
and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
뭐가 분출되는 지뢰식이구나. 그러니까 그래요. 이게 진짜야? 이게 다야?
forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame. What now? A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Nilfos.
저게 다야? 좀 빨랐구만 내가.
Actually, I wouldn't.
우와 뭐야? 아. 하. 멋지구만. 힘 좋구만. 네,
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
와,
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
뭐 어쩔 수 없지 그럼.
You did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharn, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
지겠지 뭐. 이 연출 보니까 전혀 그렇게 안 하다 갑자기 그 정서적인 검술 싸움 비스무리한 거 하진 않나. 연출이 안 맞잖아. 그럼 그렇게 싸웠어야지 전투할 때도. 네, 그러셔요. 충격받아 줄까?
You are as weak as all the rest.
you up!
어이구야, 옌병을 한다, 진짜.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry! Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
그러니까 그래요.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake.
My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings,
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
참 정감이 안 간단 말이야, 주인공한테.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with it?
아! 뭐야, 이건. 허! 거인의 대낮, 코라바 밥 먹지. 갈 수는 있냐? 여기 아래에 있는 거거잖아, 그러고 보니까. 여기잖아. 여기에 있다고? 그래요. 이거 진짜 잘 모르겠더라. 잘 쓰는 사람은 엄청 잘 쓰겠지만 난 잘 모르겠어. 이것도 한번 써봐야지 알 것 같고. 위력 같은 걸 말이에요. 나머지는 모아볼까요? 그러면은 장비에 들어가서 사실 이거 위력도 애매한데 말이야. 어디 있을까? 빨간색 초코고. 여기 끝까지 가야 되려나? 방문지가 되게 넓어서 생각보다. 옷도 갈아입혀야 되는데. 그는 아닌 것 같고. 저건가? 초코보가 있는데? 에이네. 그러네. 어? 어디 있는 애일까요? 쭉 훑어볼 수밖에 없나? 저가서 귀찮아 지금. 방복지에 있는 붉은색 촉보고 귀찮네. 어디 있는 건데? 나 놓쳤나? 아, 귀찮게 정말. 됐니? 만족스럽니? 목격 정보가 있으면 최소한 마지막 목표 장소를 찍어주던가 하는 게 어떨까? 마법 있는 세계가 아니면 추적 마법이라던가 말이야. 응? 어이구 귀찮아라. 됐어? 또 다른 애야. 와, 씨, 진짜 놓쳤나 보다. 여기에 가면 또 있을 수 있는 가능성이 있지 않을까? 우와, 뭐지, 이거는? 풀참 늘리기인가? 뭐야, 넌 또. 뭔데, 이거? 이 사람 목격 정보야? 알려주고 있었어? 내가 지금 못 보고 있었던 거야? 내가 방금 맵에 찍은 건가, 그냥? 그럴 가능성이 있네. 사건도 사안도 뭐든지 간에 단정은 지는 안 된다. 아닌 것 같은데? 이게 됐죠? Adventure time! 조정은 또 여기 왜 있어? 그냥 쿠알이고 저들 다 죽여야 되나 그냥? 뭐지? 분명히 코라바 과목지라 그랬는데 여기다 한번 가봐야 되나? 뭐 그래야겠죠? 쟤는 또 뭐? 전투가 재미없어요. 뭐 엔딩도 안 볼 정도로 재미없는 건 아닌데. 자, 내가 글을 잘못 기억하고 있나? 분명히 반복지, 뭐, 야! 반복지라며!
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
와우. 몇 발 쏘는 거야 이거? 많이 쏜다. 만족했니? 따라따라. Level up. Dread Feather.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
Rest in peace, my dear. 여기였구나, 여기.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be... sitting under a pile of rubble, I know. But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid. Then I'll check the workshop.
내가 놓치고 온 임무 없니? 부가 임무?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Seen enough?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think this ship will ever sail? This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid Solar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know. Did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was? Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything? I think Sid may have hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic?
Paul said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others? They'll be fine as long as
그 전에 옷 좀 갈아입히고
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. And we definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before. They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is. Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
이게 지금 최신 얘기 비공정의 필요 부품이라고요? 안에 들어있는 소재가 엄청나게 적확하거라던가 그런 게 아니라면 좀 납득이 안 되지 않나? 무슨 메가맨 X에서 수백 년 전에 준 파워아머도 아니고 뭔
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
The more tow waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today?
내가 역시 모든 일을 다 대해본 게 아니구나.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
뭐 어쩌겠어요. 자, 그러면은 저장을 하고 뭔데 또 오늘자 파이널 판타지 16은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 좋은 하루 보내시기 바랍니다. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please have a nice morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night. See you guys later.